And there's such a beauty in that. There's such an innocence in that. And that's a funny thing that comes forward. I think the more awake we become, the more childlike we feel, and the more childlike our experience of life is. And yet at the same time, there's almost like this wise divinity that's with us. So it's quite a paradoxical experience of, as the years go on, I feel younger and younger and more childlike. And at the same time, I feel like there's this hugeness here, like a huge wisdom that's embodying me. But the wisdom, it's not like a mental wisdom or a know-it-all wisdom. It's more like a wisdom of like the hugeness of the sky or hugeness of a mountain. It just feels solid, it feels stable, it feels absolutely like unbreakable. And then at the same time, there's such an innocence there. And if we look at what our ego is our ego, it's always trying to know more, try to get the information, try to get the next, psychological strategy to heal or to alleviate ourselves from pain. I work with so many people who come to me and they're always looking for a strategy, trying to outsmart life or trying to outsmart pain, trying to manifest or create a reality so that they don't have to experience this world as it is. And that tends to be a game of our mind, and the more we give ourselves to that, the more expectations we have and the more we suffer. But the more we just step into our inherent divinity, which is quiet, which is spacious, which is free, which is innocent, which doesn't complain, life becomes quite easy. And we run around in this wonderful childlike innocence. And yet at the same time, there's a wisdom that animates this innocence. And it's like a wisdom that's greater than us. And it's a fluid wisdom. It's just something that just kind of comes into us in the moment, versus some wisdom that we learn from reading a bunch of books and having a bunch of knowledge and being able to pull it out like a tool. It's more like something that just comes through us in an intuitive way, and it just acts through us. And like I was speaking in the beginning, the experience of being human tends to be really crazy because we have all these different voices within us. They're all competing for attention. They're all, have their way, their agenda, their opinion, their idea. But the more we go along the path, and we let go of those ideas, let go of those agendas, let go of our judgments, let go of our opinions, those voices begin to dissolve into one voice. Just this one movement, and tends to be innocent, clear, simple, and very empty. Like so incredibly empty. And oftentimes out of this emptiness just comes this movement. It's a very simple movement. And our invitation is to allow this movement to guide us, to lead us, to write through us, to speak through us, to act through us. And it takes someone who's incredibly humble to be willing to live this way. And of course, to be humble, we have to be courageous enough to allow our defenses to drop. Oftentimes people think of being humble as being like a doormat. But being humble is more like being totally courageous to stand there naked and say, yes, I was wrong. I made a mistake. We're humble enough and courageous enough to embrace the pain that's within us, to embrace the insanity that's arising within us, to embrace the chaos that's within us. It takes a humbleness, a humility, to not listen to the voice of our ego, which may say, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. No to life. Because that's kind of what our ego says, is no. It primarily says no. But when we're humble, there's a yes to life. You know, if someone's crying, we say, yes, how can I help? You know, if we're feeling pain, there's something within us that says, yes, I'm willing to go there. I'm willing to feel that, to experience that, to love that, to honor that. And the more we say yes to life, the more we embrace all these voices within us, the quicker they dissolve into one voice. And what we're left with is this incredible intimacy, this incredible innocence, this incredible stillness, and this huge and vast emptiness. It's quite a beautiful thing.